I'd rather admit it too. I'm still feeling like shit. So,
you know what, man? Have you thought about this? I just thought about this today. We talked about a clown last week. We talked about a clown, and what else did we talk about last week? What was it? It was Joker, and what was the other movie? Wolves, right?
Yep. Yeah.
So we talked about a Joker and aliens last week, and now we're talking about a Joker and aliens this week.
Aliens last week?
Well, yeah. There's no way George Clooney is a normal human being. That guy is definitely an alien.
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, listeners of all ages, it is another spectacular episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Some That Do. My name is Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And today we're going to be in the spooky world of horror movies.
Yes, we're getting close. We're getting close, yeah. Even though we're
I've already gone to, well, I've been already to what, 2 different costume parties in this month already?
That's cool, man. What do you mean your next costume party?
Huh?
What do you mean your next costume party?
I think we're just gonna do old masquerade style, like like with the suit jackets and tie, and and do the old like masquerade kind of.
Eyes wide shut.
Kind of eyes wide shut style. Yeah, we're gonna do the sexy masquerade. All right, today we are talking about 2 horror movies that are out there because it is that season. It is the spooky movie season. First, we are going to talk about a video series that I think we've talked about for I don't know, since we started this son of a bitch. That's
yeah.
And that is VHS Beyond. Ooh.
Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah. I don't know. Are they going to start running out of themes soon?
I don't know. I mean, to be honest, you can just keep on going and keep doing them. I mean, it's just whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, are they ever going to run out of Twilight Zones? Are they ever going to run out of, Black Mirrors? Are they ever going to run out of Room 104s? I believe all those are like this, just the same thing rehash. All right. So I tried to grab a person from each one of these lovely things. It was hard. I'm not going to lie. Some of these are probably not going to be the best clips in the world. But first we got Trevor Dowell, and he was in which one was he in? He was in the abduction one.
What color corsage should I get you for prom? Oh, come on, I'm not stupid. I can tell when a guy likes another guy. I mean, I don't blame you. I am a dime. But I'm not really out yet. Although I'm hoping to change that this year. New school, new me. Stupid cliche.
So I liked his hair in that scene you sent. So
his hair in that scene was actually quite good.
Yeah.
Also in this movie is Jolene Anderson, and she is in Stork.
Look at you. You're like a hairy little dog, just like humping me all the time, and you hurt me all the time, and you're not right in the head. And you have a really small dick, this giant bush with this tiny, tiny dick, and half the time it doesn't even work, and it's like some little gummy bear or something, and you're really ugly. You're really, really ugly. You're like an ugly, hairy fucking Mexican, and I don't want to see you again.
So that was a good name. That was a good pool because it's funny.
It was really funny. And then we have where's oh my gosh, I lost him. Where did I lose him to? I know it's Michael Ferguson. I'm trying to look for where. Oh, there he is. Michael Ferguson as the farmer in Live and Let Dive.
I need you to do the right thing. Show me why I'm still human. You promised me. Sir, you need to put this old dog down. I love you.
Yeah, I don't know. I forget what that was from, by the way.
I don't either, but it was awesome. It made me feel happy feelings when I heard it. Then we got Libby Letlow, who was in the segment of Fur Babies.
I hate that term, by the way. It grosses me out.
Love it.
Debbie?
Eric?
I just saw your brother.
That's crazy.
Yeah, in Salt Lake City.
Was he there getting another Mormon wife?
Yeah, he looks great. You do too, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whatever happened with us?
Ridiculous.
You look fabulous.
Oh, thank you. You don't look too bad yourself. You've got kind eyes.
I know. Are you hungry?
I'm schwitzing over here.
So she some puppet thing. So,
Woo woo!
yeah.
Yes, it was the Millie Show. That was from the Millie Show. You never watched the Millie Show? I actually did watch the Millie Show.
I did not watch the Millie Show.
It was kind of like an Adult Swim kind of humor.
Okay.
Like a Tim and Ed. Was it
Yeah,
Tim and Ed?
Tim and Eric.
Tim and Eric. Yeah, Tim and Eric kind of humor.
Yeah.
And then we got Alana Pierce from The Stowaway.
Hey, what the? Hands off my car! No, why would you leave it rusting in a yard? And you abandon it, and now, out of nowhere, you remembered you left it. Likely story. This last week, I've put in sweat, smarts, anything to get this heat running.
So her those scenes from Cyberpunk where she played a character.
Yes, that's why I put her in it, because that is one of the best games of all time. If you've never played Cyberpunk, it had a lot of glitches when it first came out, but it literally is a really cool game that you get to play as Keanu Reeves. It's
glitches as if the glitches were on mostly the PS4, not PS5. You know, like on the Origin systems. Yeah.
I didn't know that. I didn't really have any glitches playing it, but you got to play as Keanu Reeves, and that was the best part of it. It was like Keanu Reeves was your brain dude, and it's like, all right, your second person. But that is some of the actors from the movie VHS Beyond. We'll be talking about that movie today first, and in second, we're going to talk about everybody's favorite new clown in the horror movie genre. Oh yeah. Art the Clown himself. We are going to be talking about All Hallows Eve. Yes, All Hallows Eve is a...
No, we're talking about that.
It's 2013. You said 2013.
No, it's 2024. We're talking about...
Oh, okay, yeah. Terrifier. We're going to be talking about... No. We're going to be talking about Terrifier 2.
No, we talked about that last year. No.
Oh, yeah, you're right. So it's Terrifier 3, the Santa Claus edition. I mean, what the hell in the world?
Yeah.
Facing now who I guess is the main female fighter in the Terrifier series, Miss Lauren Lavera.
My cakes have never had a bad review. Not a single one. I won awards. Been on the front page of every baking magazine. Everyone wants my cakes. So much so that they just won't leave me alone. Now, 2 psychos are out there hungry for my cakes, and I have nowhere to go. I don't even know what they look like.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that's from. I just thought it was funny as hell. There's 2 psychos out there that want to eat my cakes, and I don't even know what they look like.
That's right.
Also in this movie, playing Art himself, this is one of his big speeches from the movie, David Thornton.
Please stop, please!
Hey, buddy. Want to quit causing trouble?
Ah, that was funny. Trick or treat. Get it?
Yeah.
It's a trick. All right. If you don't guys know, Art the Clown does not talk. He only uses a horn to talk.
Yeah.
Also in this movie, the up and coming actress of Atola Rose.
I was looking for you all night. I shot Madison. I had to. I think everyone died on the island. I love you, Dad.
From Fear the Walking Dead.
Fear the Walking Dead. I love that. That was a great scene. Also, a friend of ours from the Ways in this movie. She has been. We've done interviews with her and her better half. I guess they're not married, so better half. Her partner in crime, Spider One. This is the lovely Chrissy Fox from her new trailer of Little Bites.
Jesus, Mindy, are you all right? You hear it too, right? It's not just me.
Mom, what's wrong with you?
It turns out monsters are real. And there's one downstairs.
Excited for that movie, by the way. Little Bites was awesome.
Oh, dude, I know. I can't wait to see it. Chrissy Fox is a good friend. There are episodes of hers, I can't remember, a year and a half ago, where interviewed them for the movie Bury the Bride. Really nice, wonderful interview. If you want to go back and listen to that, you can.
I like to sometimes think they have mugs they have these mugs right here. Mugs. I wonder. I sometimes like to think that they're in their bathrobe drinking out of them.
All right, Chris is weird. Anyway, let's move on. All right, the last person that pops up in this movie is, one of the greatest WWE, AEW champions of all time and has been everywhere in the entire world. You might know him as Y2J, the Icola of rock and rolla, the one, the only, Chris Jericho.
I mean, Shane may always end up on top, but you always end up on the bottom. On the side, upside down, bent over. I mean, for you, a SummerSlam is a quickie on a hot August night. It's got to be describing various wrestling moves. And when your body hits the floor, it's usually naked with a paying customer.
There he goes. Making fun of people who do sex work. So there we go.
Oh my God. So yeah, that was his boss too. That was Stephanie McMahon that he was yelling at. There's two clips I was going to grab. One of them, he says all his catchphrases in it. And then there's that one. And I was like,
Does he still wrestle? I know he just runs.
He still wrestle. He's the learning tree in AEW now.
Okay. Oh, all right.
Yeah, because people keep telling him to retire, so he made it so he could piss them off.
Who runs WWE now? Who runs that now?
Triple H does. Triple H,
yeah.
Paul Levesque.
So, have they ever fought? Jericho and
You mean wrestle?
Yeah.
I was actually at the biggest one they ever did. They were the main event of WrestleMania 18. They were the match that had to go on after The Rock and Hulk Hogan.
Oh, man.
Triple H won. Triple H won.
All right.
But that's people that are in the movie Terrifier 3. We'll be talking about that. Chris, tell everybody where they can find us.
You can find us on moviesandsuck.net. We're at facebook.com/moviesandsuck podcast. We're at w2mnet.com. It's W2 is moviesnet.com. You'll find us there with a bunch of other really cool podcasts. We're on X and TS Podcast. We're on Instagram at TS Podcast. We have Patreon.com. Go Patreon.com/moviesandsuck. You'll find us there. Give us like a few dollars. We'll get some. They'll feed us for one night, maybe. We're also on TeePublic at Blackwood Productions. You'll find us there. A shirt with our logo on it. This one logo on it. And other ones. Go to Bonfire.com, shoes on Second City. You also find shirts also with this logo on and other stuff. And also, if you guys want a sticker, like this one I'm holding up right now, this sticker, I'll send you one for free. Just contact us and I'll send it out. I'll pay for postage. This is no strings attached. You get a sticker of the podcast you listen to. Assume.
That's
where
it.
you
Bottom
find-
line.
Yeah. And if you guys, where you find podcasts and who's on something new, subscribe, like, hit that button, I guess, right? That's the
Yep.
subscribe button.
And Neil has them on him all the time now. So
Yeah.
in my wallet, I have the stickers. So if you ever see Neil out in Tulsa or any of my mini adventures, I have them right here in my wallet, ready to go.
Yeah.
So I always got to take protection with me.
Neil, who are we talking about today?
Today for our exhibits, we exhibit A of good old ownership of privately owned businesses owned by people that aren't corporations. Is where I'm going in just a few moments. The Max Retro Pub. The Max Retro Pub is one of the coolest, awesome video game pubs that you'll ever go to. They have trivia, they have trivia games, they have bingo nights, they have a lot of pinball, they have a lady with boobs. Is that what they're?
That's what it looks like. She has boobs. Yeah, I see the boobs.
Yeah, they're pointing at that's sorry, Chris, you don't know. That's Ray Martinez and that's Sandra, who also run a lot of the things there that are friends of mine, and that's DJ Nada. But the Max is one I'll be sitting probably right at the end of that bar here in just a little bit. Yeah. But they have fun things going on all the time. They have great drink specials. Now, listen to just some of the drink names: Ivan Drago, the Molly Ringwald, the Jim, the Red Rum, the Screech, the Chuck Norris, the Cobra Commander, the Slimer, the Waka Waka, and of course, the Max Bomb as well. They're a wonderful place. It's an awesome place. If you're ever in the Tulsa area, look them up. Go hang out. It's literally one of them. They have Zoltar, dude. I get Zoltar every time I go in there. I get a Zoltar. Look them up. You can look them up on Facebook at the Max Retro Pub, or you can go to their website, which is maxretropub.com.
Yeah. All right. Good times.
Good times. I know.
Do you wish you woke up as Tom Hanks and Big when you do Zoltar?
No.
Yeah.
I like being me. Now, right? Yeah. I like being me. I like being myself, and I think I'm very mentally healthy at this moment in time in my life where I feel like I'm really good.
Okay. I think we're ready to talk movies, right?
Let's talk movies, Chris. VHS Beyond.
Yeah, VHS Beyond. It has segment JTO directed the segment Abduction/Deduction. Jordan Downey directed the segment Stork. Christian Long and Justin Long directed the segment Fur Babies. Justin Martinez directed the segment Let Live and Let Live. Veer Powell directed the segment Dream Girl, and Kate Segal directed the segment Stowaway. This stars Trevor Dow as it doesn't say what he is, just he's in it.
What color corsage should I get you for prom?
Also, Jolene Anderson plays Bennett in the segment Stork.
Look at you. You're like a hairy little dog, just like humping me all the time.
Mike Ferguson plays. Fuck, I should put this up over. He's in this as a farmer in the segment Live and Let Die.
I need you to do the right thing.
Libby Letlow is in the segment Becky. She plays Becky. Fur Baby's the segment.
Love it.
Debbie?
Eric?
And Alana Pearson is in the segment Stowaway.
Hey, what the? Hands off my car!
All right, Neil, is there a storyline for this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's why I'm taking a drink of water right now, buddy, because there's a good storyline for it. All right, VHS Beyond, a documentary piece of mysterious videotapes said to contain proof of alien life forms. 5 other tales of found footage sci-fi horror. In Stork, a rogue police unit stumbles upon a house of otherworldly horrors while investigating a string of baby disappearances. Next, Dream Girl. She sees 2 paparazzi sneak into the set of a rising Bollywood music star, only to pay the ultimate price for their trespassing. And Live and Let Dive. A skydiving trip turns into a mad frenzy for survival when skydiver's plane collides with an alien spaceship. and fur babies, alien rights activists pry into the private life of a doggy daycare owner, Becky. Finally, a UFO thriller investigation, strange lights hovering above the Mojave Desert in Stowaway.
So I'm glad that was there because otherwise it would have been like, how do I explain what's in this one? So
Yeah.
yeah.
That was great. That gave every great explanation.
So you and I love anthology films. I think that's a given.
Yes,
The
this
best kind
has
are
been a thing. This is a thing
best
we've
kind
been
are.
talking about for many years.
This is 7th installment of a VHS movie series.
I know.
And I think it's up there with among the best. I think.
I really liked it. The only thing I didn't like, this is one of the things I didn't like about this one, was I think at this point they're doing too much of the, and I know that it's supposed to be somebody has a video camera and they're recording everything, but at this
Yeah, I
point it's
know.
kind of like they're doing the chase shaking thing a little too much. Like there's like one of these could have been like, hey, the video camera is just, you know, in place in one plot and we could see everything going on. I can understand why, because, you know, like skydiving, you can't really do that.
Yeah.
You know, the Bollywood stuff was, I like the Bollywood one, I think the best. The Bollywood one, like, really made me happy.
Yeah, there was one I didn't like. And
What's
there was,
that?
I liked what it is. That's the one that seems out of place in an alien one, which was the which was the doggy daycare one.
Yeah, that one was a little weird to throw in there.
Fur babies.
I think fur
You know?
babies. Very Tuscus. Very
Yeah,
Tuscus.
it was hard to watch. You know, and I watched Terrifier 3 no problems. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was just weird, and you know what, whatever. Like thanks Justin Long, I guess, for doing that. But yeah,
Dude, I like I really wanted yeah, that one was just kind of weird. That was the only one that was kind of, I felt like, off of the subject title. Like it was, you know, if you're gonna tell me we're seeing a bunch of alien stuff, there was nothing alien about that. That was just a crazy lady fucking people up, you know?
yeah. Uh-huh.
But the acting in I love the Bollywood one. The Bollywood one, I think, is definitely that one, and Stork. Stork was a really, really good one.
Stork.
And
yeah, it starts out with Stork, kind of, yeah.
Man, I don't know. Even the live and let dive was pretty good. I really like the fact of them going, because it kind of made me feel like a video game where you're when they're going through that orchard area, part of the episode. There's an orchard.
Yeah.
And they go through that, and it made me think of like a almost like a video game or a first person shooter game. And I was kind of like, all right, I kind of like this part.
And Stowaway, a lot of times I was like, get out, leave. What are you doing?
Just leave, just
you
go.
know, yeah, yeah. But
and that's you know, that's how some of those movies want to do, though.
And it had a little bit of body horror going on at the end of it. So, yeah, I would recommend, if you guys like these VHS movies, it's a very worthy addition to it. I don't want to give it too much away because each one's a short. You know, it's like how much
Yeah,
we
each
talk
one's
about
like 15, 20 minutes. So it's like if we give too much of it away, it's going on. But this was a good installment. It added the gores there, the alien stuff. They did do a bunch of weird alien stuff, which I 100% enjoyed. Everything from someone getting abducted by aliens to, you know, aliens randomly popping out of somewhere. Each one of them had its own little telling. Again, like we said, the only one that really didn't seem like to fit was the one that was you know, was the puppy fur babies one, which is the last one.
Yeah, it didn't really fit the theme. I was like, why is this in here? But it's just along. He's like, I'll be in it. And they're like, well, it's just along. It'd be nice to have his stuff in here. So, but it's fine. It's, I mean, if you stretch your imagination, maybe, right?
Right.
Yeah, but other than that, like I like this for the most part. There's, you know, not everything works, but most of it did. You know?
Yeah, I mean, this was one of them that I mean, to be honest, if they can keep doing and get good themes going and stuff like that, I mean, originally it was just like the years were the themes, you know, like you had 94, 85, 99. At this point, I don't know what to do next. I hope they have a good plan because I love these kind of films. I want to see more of them. I want to keep them going until I die, you know?
Yeah, I act like VHS viral doesn't exist, by the way.
That one was pretty bad. I forgot about that one.
Yeah. But we like these people that make these VHS movies. We like these little shorts. We like found footage, and this shows that there's always fun to be had with it. I definitely recommend it. I want to talk to people about it, but it's just a good little fun little Saturday night.
The only way you can talk to other people about it is if they already seen it. It's on Shudder. Shudder is a great company to go watch good horror movies and stuff. And again, they do not pay us to say that. We are just big fans of Shudder.
Yep.
So Chris, what do you give this out of 5?
3.8, maybe 3.9.
I'm right there with you. 3.9. I think 3.9. This was a very solid one. This one made me laugh. It made me cry. It gave me jump scares. It made me jump scare in a house watching it on the TV.
Made you jump your pants.
Yeah. Hello. Yeah, you got me. You got me there. You got me there, sir. You got me there.
Jizz in my pants. All right, Neil, what is the audience score for VHS Beyond?
All right. So the next movie, the VHS movie on Rotten Tomatoes, probably got from the audience score, I'll say 72%.
58%.
58%. Ooh. Do they have a
what's
reasoning?
No. What's the critic score for VHS Beyond?
Man, I'm gonna say 82%.
90%.
Nice.
Yeah. Certified fresh. Critics' consensus is the VHS series shows no signs of the tape wearing out with this terrifying entry, boasting an assortment of shorts that will seek the appetite of horror and sci-fi aficionados alike. So yeah, guys, if you guys have Shudder, which you don't, you should. We recommend this. I'm gonna go ahead and read a bad review and a good review. This is from Dennis Harvey of Variety. He says, despite its new thematic wrinkle, the 5/7 can here feel familiar in ideas and unmemorable execution. It's a middling addiction to a variably inspired anthology brand that will no doubt trundle on through more installments yet. Whatever, Dennis, you can suck a dick on that one. This is from Lex Brucio of Next Best Picture. She says, goes gloriously for broke, taking sci-fi conceit to the stratosphere with smart found footage directing, killer writing, gnarly effects, top-notch acting, and concepts they feel more fresh than ever. She's a 9 out of 10. And that's our review of VHS Beyond.
Awesome, man. It was, again, it was a decent movie. I would definitely, if I were you guys, I would go and check it out, especially for the horror movie genre out there. And plus, you get Shudder for like $4 a month or something like that.
That's ridiculous.
And you can just cancel it after you're done or whatever. But literally pay the $4. There's plenty of horror movies on. Every single Friday the 13th is on there right now.
Yeah. And there's new stuff on there, like Oddity is pretty good. I haven't seen it yet, but it's pretty good. And me and Neil if me and Neil were strictly a genre podcast, we would probably do a movie on Shudder every week. But maybe we won't day.
Yeah. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah. Are you ready for news?
Yeah, I'm ready for the news. Let's do it. This is the Movies Don't Suck in Some of the News. I'm going to read stuff to Chris because he's deaf in one ear because that one time that had included a hoe and a shovel, we're not going to talk about it.
Well, that is true. I am technically deaf in my left ear now.
Well, we're not going to talk about it.
All right.
Christopher Nolan's mysterious new movie will be avoiding the sci-fi genre. He's going to be going into espionage. He says he's a little tired with the good old sci-fi. Sources say Nolan's latest isn't anything near a sci-fi epic. It's some speculation that it may be just in the espionage, and that's not a surprise given that Nolan has flirted with making a Bond film, and So it might be Nolan's version of Bond.
That'd be dope. I'd love to see that.
I mean, as long as he doesn't fuck it up as like he does Batman, you know. Anyway,
okay, good.
The new Beatles documentary from Martin Scorsese. Yes, that's correct. There is a Beatles documentary called Beatles 64, which will be coming on Disney Plus on November 29th. It chronicles the band's journey to America to perform on the Ed Sullivan Show. It'll be this will be Scorsese's second Beatles documentary, because he's also worked back in 2011 a film called George Harrison Living in the Material World.
Do you think he'll direct Beatles 69 when they get nasty?
Oh.
Right.
No, I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know. That's a
right.
good question. That is a good question, though.
Yeah.
Are they going to get nasty?
Yeah.
The Wild Robots done so well, they've already greenlit the sequel. There is going to be a sequel to The Wild Robot, the one that is directed by Chris Sanders, confirming exciting news. The VOD release will be tomorrow.
You need to
so
see
The
it,
Wild
though.
Robot will be, huh?
You need to watch it.
You need to watch it? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Get ready to cry.
Get ready to cry. Is it Iron Giant Part 2?
No, but I saw it with my wife. She really wants to see it, and she was crying for most of the movie. So
So a novel that was written by Stephen King in 2022 is already becoming a movie. The novel is called Fairy Tale, and it will be not heading to the big screen, but it will be. I'm sorry, I thought it said movie. It is getting a 10-part series done by A24.
And that works for us. I mean,
yeah, the book is over 600 pages long, and the director will be Paul Greengrass, which will be the director for the series.
I feel like every time they send ideas like, "Hey, we'd like to buy movie rights," and Stephen King's how much, and they're like, "I don't know if I heard that." I was like, "Sure, why not?" Right now, he's just sort of like, he's just, he's good. He's sure his kids are good.
He is a certified G.
Yeah.
I don't know what you know about me, but you can't get $1 out of me because I'm a certified G.
What's up?
No, right?
Yeah.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
Director of A24's new fantasy film, wants you guys, The Legend of Ochi, needs y'all to shut your fucking mouths. He doesn't use AI. All of it is just digital effects. It is not AI.
Okay. I mean, I guess he's accused of it.
He's like, hey, this film took 6 years to make on a $10 million budget. I personally made 200 plus matted paintings. I've been making handmade films that film painted since 2005. There's no AI in it.
All right, man. Proud of you.
A movie we both liked, Godzilla -1, is because Godzilla is getting the 70-year anniversary. They're adding 15 minutes to the movie and re-releasing it into the theaters.
Oh, I might do that. I might. I don't know if the DVD has extra 15 minutes, so you know what I mean?
Every 15, not 50, 15.
Yeah, well, I like the
so
movie.
that'll be released later this year. They haven't got a certain date yet on that. If you're a fan of the Hunger Games like Chris is, Chris has all the novels painted on the wall.
I do not. But I want to tell you what did happen when me and Lena went to Scotland. I was so fucking tired that I'd get in the shower and then I'd lay on the living room floor in our Airbnb and Lena put on the Hunger Games. I just fall asleep in a towel on the ground until it's time to get to the bed.
Nice.
Yeah.
So the new Hunger Games movie will be called Sunrise on the Reaping, and it is going to be about Haymitch, who was originally portrayed
Yeah.
by Woody
Woody
Harrelson.
Harrelson, yeah.
He was the mentor to Katniss and Peeta. So that is what the movie will be about. I
mean,
know you're down for it.
Image is awesome. He was drunk. I liked Image a lot.
You like drunks. You hang out with a lot of drunks.
Yeah, it's strange I'm not one. So
I know you even though you drink all the time.
I rarely drink, honestly. I'm not drinking today because I'm sick, but yeah.
They've given a date for Now You See Me 3. Now You See Me 3 will be released November of 2025. Harrison Ford says if you're an actor and you're avoiding a movie role, then you're just a dumb shit. I mean, he goes, I mean, this is the Marvel Universe. I'm just there on a weekend pass. I'm a sailor new into this town. Ford said about the MCU debut. I understand the appeal and the kinds of films besides the kind we made in the 80s and the 90s. I don't have anything general to say about it. It's just like an action movie from the 80s and the 90s, except for now it's a superhero.
You have Harrison Ford. You're like, fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Harrison Ford gets it. So please, guys, just act. Don't bitch. Let's see what it says. Joker 2 will now, because of its bomb, will lose Warner Brothers more money than if they would have put out Batgirl 2 or Batgirl, the movie with Michael Keaton in it.
They should have put out Batgirl. I mean, I just want to see it.
At this point, they're going to lose over $480 million.
That's their own dumb fault. So, well, I mean, like, so they didn't test screen for audiences, Joker 2.
Yeah.
And you think if they would have, like, we remember Mark was saying that Warner Brothers should sue Todd Phillips, but you and I appreciate what he did, which is basically giving all those people that idolized Arthur Fleck, like, just kicking them in the gut and saying, fuck you, this is not what it's about. You and I actually respected that, so.
Yeah. And I'm just saying, and plus they also announced that it will be on VOD as of October 29th.
That's so close.
That's 12 days away. So if you can wait 12 days, you can just see it in your own home and be mad about it. The cast of the #1 movie of the year could be hosting the Oscars.
Terrifier? Oh, so we're talking about obviously Deadpool. We're talking about Ryan Reynolds,
Wolverine, Ryan Reynolds, and Hugh Jackman are being asked to host the 2025 Oscars.
I'd love that. I really would, but
I love every moment of it.
They'd have to do at least one segment as Wolverine and Deadpool, right?
Mm-hmm. They have to.
Mm-hmm.
They have to at minimum.
Yeah.
Also, let's see. The Ballerina movie, I guess, has been having so many problems. The John Wick spinoff. They've reshot 90% of the movie. So I don't know if that says anything about what's coming in the future.
I hope it's good. I hope that with each shot, they're like, now it's a good movie. But yeah, it was supposed to come out last summer, and then they pushed it ahead a year, and now we're just waiting for it again. So
the new Jason Bourne movie has been titled The Bourne Dilemma.
Is Matt Damon going to be in this movie?
Yes, Matt Damon is back.
So it's not going to be Jerry Renner or whatever.
No, he might be in it too. He might be in it too. It's going to be talking about the entire Bourne universe.
Do you remember that? I was so confused when that Bourne movie came out. Like Jeremy Renner. It's a good movie. It's not bad. It's just I expect to see Matt Damon as Jason Bourne, but yeah.
Josh Brolin is going to be a priest in the new Knives Out movie. That's his character. And
you mean Josh Brolin, not Brolin. Josh Brolin.
Yes, I said Brolin. But and also he's been announced as one of the villains in The Running Man. He's going to be the evil producer guy.
Cool. I mean,
I don't think he's the game host. They just said the producer on here, but
do you remember that movie Lawnmower Man?
Yes.
Maybe they should remake that.
Sure. I watched it like the other day, actually. like I like that's one of my favorite movies, dude.
I know that.
Yeah, I did, yeah. And it's like I wanted to get a tattoo of the Lawnmower Man, like the virtual reality guy.
I remember this is strange because Neil was me like, "How the fuck do you not know this? Like, how do you not know I love the Lawnmower Man?"
Yeah, I absolutely love the Lawnmower Man. Pierce Bronson did a great job in that movie. All right, and let's see what else we got here. Crypto is going to be in the new Superman movie.
He's got to be. If it's a James Gunn movie,
like they've already shown pictures and stills.
Yeah,
Crypto the dog.
So James Gunn is going to make Superman fun again because Zack Snyder just made it so fucking
dark.
Dark.
He should be. And remember, that was my argument about Superman. Superman's power is the sun. Why is he so dark? I don't get it.
So I know that you probably liked Man of Steel. I fell asleep during it.
No, I told you it was like, yeah, you know.
Yeah. So and so I'm looking forward to see what James Gunn making a fun DC universe as opposed to what Zack Snyder was trying to make it, which is just big fucking emotionally draining slog. So.
And last but not least, this will not be the last. We will see him again. This is going to be a continuance. There's going to be a long... They say that they're at least got another 2 ideas so far. And that is true. Art the Clown will be back. Terrifier 3 was not the end. Terrifier 4 is already in the works.
Before we close out this segment, can we talk about what was number 1 at the box office last weekend?
Was it Terrifier 3?
It was. It beat out fucking Joker. It was beat out Wild Robot.
Well, I mean, Joker. Let's just one.
Okay.
All right. As soon as word of mouth got out on Joker, bro, that thing was dead in the fucking.
Well,
grave.
it beat out Wild Robot.
Right.
This was a total 100% independent film made for $2 million. It was number 1 at the box office.
Yes, because it's the Terrifier. And one of the facts I have about it was they asked him to keep it under 2 hours, and he tried his best.
He tried,
but there was a whole nother scene. There's like 2 other scenes that he wanted to make. He wanted to make the ending scene longer too. So at that note, Chris, this looks like it's a good time. Let's end the news segment and get into Terrifier 3. That was the Movies Don't Suck in Something news. I told Chris a bunch of information. He's going to go contemplate it and figure out what he wants to do with his life.
Terrifier 3, directed by Damien Leone. He directed Terrifier 1 and 2, right? And that All Hallows Eve. This stars... this stars Lauren Rivera as Sienna.
My cakes have never had a bad review.
David Howard Thornton is Art the Clown. And Taylor Rose is Gabby. Elliot Fulham is Jonathan. Samantha Scadaffi is Victoria Hayes. Margaret Ann Florence, Jessica. Bryce Johnson as poor Uncle Greg. Alexa Blair as Mia. Mason Morquetta as Cole. Chrissy Fox, Jennifer.
Jesus, Mindy, are you all right?
This also stars Clint Howard. He's in this as Smokey. Bradley Stryker as Eddie. And Chris Jericho plays the orderly Burke.
I mean, Shane may always end up on top.
And it's also, I'm not going to give you, there's one guy that I don't want to give away, but I recognized him right away, and you did too, right?
Yeah.
I was just say Sex Machine. How about that?
Watch
through the storyline for Terrifier 3.
Terrifier 3. Art the Clown is set to unleash chaos on the unexpected residents of Miles County as they peacefully drift off to sleep on Christmas Eve.
Okay. You want to start this one? You want me to?
Why the fuck they give us a Christmas movie in Halloween?
It's still good, man. Like
I know. I'm just giving shit. I'm just trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out something bad about this. All right, guys. if
Go
you
ahead.
know what Terrifier is, if you know what Terrifier 2 is, this is more of that. More creative fucking kills,
Yeah.
gory, and finally, which I believe this is what I complained about when we watched 2, we get some backstory about Art the Clown.
A little bit.
Yeah,
We
but
do-
enough. We don't want a lot, though. That's what I said. That's what I said. I don't want a lot. I don't want to know if this guy is really named Joe and he works at the fucking auto shop. I want to get a little bit, though, to make the mystery be like, all right, now I get it.
Yeah. So yeah, you learn a little bit about art, especially through what's the girl's name? The girl that's basically the little girl that's been following him. You learn a little bit about
Sienna.
you. learn-
Sienna.
Yeah.
Sienna?
Yeah.
Sienna.
I thought Sienna. Okay. Yeah. Is that Sienna? I thought Sienna was okay. Anyway.
Sienna is
Yeah.
the girl, the end girl. The end girl
Okay.
of the last 2 movies.
Yeah.
Gabby is the little girl that's
Yeah.
that
So
she's
Gabby and Art together, and you sort of learn about. Well, Gabby's actually the little girl that's.
Oh, you
Okay.
mean
Anyway.
the spooky evil thing that
Yeah.
just keeps popping around.
Yeah.
Okay, she
Yeah.
was from the first movie, Terrifier, and she came back. She was the one being interviewed in Terrifier 2. I watched all of them this week to make sure I had it all up to date. So she was the girl that had the messed up. That was the only survivor from the first movie.
Oh, that's Victoria, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Victoria.
And
There you go.
so Victoria and Art are basically connected in some way. You sort of find out about it.
Yeah.
And this one near the end, sort of, you're like, oh, sort of at the end of it. But there's more. There's more that you learn, and it obviously kind of ends on a cliffhanger. But no one goes into Terrifying movie worrying too much about the story. What you want is Art going around and fucking up people. It's gonna be hard for some people
And
to.
that's what they did.
Yeah, there's gonna be hard for some people's stomach. There is. I'm not saying that there's actual child death in it or child murder scenes, but there is stuff you do see, and it can be hard for some. I was fine. I've seen the most horrible shit growing up on TVs and movies.
Oh, dude, my parents just would give me money to go to the video store, and they have no idea half the shit that I rented. I'd rent one movie as a distraction to make it be like, oh yeah, I rented this happy movie, and the other movie would be like,
I was a teenager when basically the internet was a Wild West, and so I have friends that would be like, check this shit out, and, and so but yeah, Terrifier 3, it's for all you people who love gore. Hey man, this is your movie. Fucking, you're gonna get tons of it.
This is a person gets suffocated to death by another person shoving that person's face into the inside of their carcass.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Somebody masturbates with a piece of sharp glass.
I was squirming the whole time hearing that.
I can sit here and describe so many of these segments to you,
and you're gonna have no idea.
And it doesn't even matter, because when you still see it, you're gonna be like, "What the fuck did I just see?"
And so
that's the thing about Terrifier, and this is the problem I think it's gonna have in the near future. Is these kills are creative, man. Some of this shit is just ridiculous. This one we get a whole lot of chainsaw. Chainsaw got added.
Yeah, a lot of chainsaw, yeah.
But I mean, and it made the chainsaw great again. And and to be honest, I can't wait to see what they got next. Like, I'm already, it's one of those movies that you want it to end because it's so gorish and screamish that you're kind of like, I think I'm good. I think I'm good for a minute. But at the same time, you want it to just continue because you want to see what they're going to come up with next.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a semblance of a storyline. Damian Lone's almost there. When it comes to storyline, he's almost there. But really, we're just here to see Art do his thing, because Art is he's hard not to laugh at. He does the most horrible shit, and so the movie does inject goofiness into this. You can not take it too seriously and enjoy it, or you can be just a complete bummer of a person. You'd be like, "That's awful,"
That is
because
god awful. There's so many. I mean, by any means, if you're schemish, 100%, this is not the movie for you. This is not the one for you to take your friends to or anything like that. But if you want horror, if you want gore, this is it, man. This is the movie at the theater right now. This is number one at the box office this past week, and it's going to be. I'm guessing they're running it through Christmas. I'm guessing
they
until
got to,
Christmas
right?
Day. Huh?
They got to. They got to. Or they, you think? I think they want something for Halloween. What says Halloween more than Art the Clown? You know?
Yeah, but at the same time, Christmas is the number one movie day of the year, and this is a Christmas movie.
You take your family out to go see Murder on Christmas Eve movies.
Dude, Black Christmas was one of the number one movies ever, unlike on Christmas Day. So was what was the one? Violent Night. What's another one? Like I'm trying to think of there's another one I'm missing. Silent Night, Deadly Night.
Okay.
Back in the 80s. Like
Well,
I'm telling you.
So what I hear about this movie is that the gross is actually higher than you think it is, because there are plenty of teenagers that were buying tickets for Wild Robot and then snuck into this movie. Like they're saying there's 30. They felt like that they found like I think they felt like they're like 30% increase of people sneaking into movies for this one, because you had that 13 or 15 or 14-year-old kid who's like, I want to see some reflective shit, so they're watching this to see it, which is,
I mean, Santa Claus art is pretty fun. I mean, all these scenes are just to die for. Oh, there's a good old whatever her name is.
Victoria.
Yeah, Victoria. And I mean, it is just so I don't know what
that last
I
one
don't know.
reminds me of Freddy Krueger.
I know it did too. It did me too. Like there's so many of these that I don't know which ones I'm allowed to show. And I mean, so that's why I try to just do that one. It's like I would love to do Art the Clown, but man, I do not want to put that makeup on.
I don't want that nose, man. I haven't nose, man. Like I want to fucking breathe. You know what I mean? It would be fun, but also we also have to have the angular face, and like you have to put on a lot, And but I'm sure I'm gonna see plenty of people just Art the Clown this Halloween, But you want just in the Santa costume, or you think they're just gonna do where you Art the Clown with this clown suit and his hat? You have to wonder.
Right. But yeah, so I guess just a way to do it is to rate it, because at this point we've like, what more do you say about it? It's gory as hell. There's a lot of good jokes in it. The acting is exactly the acting you think it would be. This movie I loved it. I think it's great. In fact, I'll give my score first. I think this is a 4.4. I love this movie. Wow. The acting in it is by any means what you think a B movie is going to be. And it was, but the creative ways that they came up with killing people, I don't know how this doesn't end up on my top 15, my top 10, or my honorable mention for the year. Like this is like one of them this year that just made me, I snorted laughing in the theater. I literally had to cover my face up like this, and I'm like, that's how I was laughing. And at first, I had to scare people in the theater. I had to.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, they hear somebody in the back going, like.
Yeah. So, Neil, if you guys don't know this, Neil is fucked up. And he finds the kills are very creative, and if you're squeamish, you're gonna hate this thing. If you're like me or Neil, you'll find a lot to like about it. Mine's not near as high. I just knew this was a very Neil film when I was watching it. Well, Neil's gonna love this shit. So my score on this is a 4.1. It's a pretty good movie. It's a Terrifier. I can't wait for Terrifier 4. I'll be watching that shit. Opening weekend.
To make me squeamish. To make me almost want to look away from the screen that's a feat, guys.
There was a scene where I was like,
there's two specific ones I can point out.
Yeah,
that'll be burnt in this side of this brain forever.
Yeah, you'll be clutching parts of your body when you see it. You're like, oh, it's still there. But Yeah, Terrifier 3, man. It's a horror film. It's a gore fest. It's completely depraved and demented, and we really liked it.
I
So,
loved it.
what's the audience score on Terrifier 3 on Rotten Tomatoes?
It has to be 82%.
88%.
Damn, they were higher than I thought.
All right, Neil. What is the critic? Oh, the audience says, stepping up the ante to play disgusting gore fest in Terrifier 3 cements Arthur Clown as an iconic horror villain for ages and sequels to come. Expect the arts lurking this Halloween. All right, now, what is the audience score for Terrifier 3? The critic score, sorry.
Man. 75.
You were so close, 74%.
Ah, damn it. I'll hit
Certified
one
Fresh.
again someday.
Certified Fresh critics' consensus is taking the axe to Yuletide cheer and everything else in its path. Terrifier 3 is a bloody, fantastic stocking stuffer for the holiday season. And I'm going to read you a review that I actually found on my phone. I want to real quick, Neil. I'm going to tell you the review that is. It's just by a fucking nerd, and this is from Edward Douglas, the Weekend Warrior. He says, "We already live in a horribly cruel world, so a movie that deliberately tries to pass off wanton violence and entertainment is just plain disgusting." All right, man. You missed the point.
This was a fun movie. I had a good time.
Yeah. So here's I'll read you a good review from the fucking critics. As some of them actually really liked it. So this is from Kyle Lugan of Chicago over here. He says, Leon's talent for tone control and his ability to shift from chaotic blood-soaked joy to horrifying blood-soaked hopelessness makes Terrifier 3 work as more than a special effects exhibition. So, yeah, Terrifier 3 works on many levels, and most importantly, on the gore level, which we both really, really happy about.
No, I like the gore, so the gore makes me happy.
So I know this one's a little short, but do you want to try it out here?
Yeah, I mean, it's okay for a little short sometimes. I mean, we do extra long ones.
I'm sick. I'm fucking
He's sick. Okay, here's the thing too, guys. He's sick. I've been sick too. So we're trying to get this one out kind of just because it was both movies that we liked.
Next week, Piece by Piece and Woman of the Hour with Mark Radowich.
Yes, Piece by Piece and
Woman of the Hour. Woman of the Hour. It's going to be on Netflix tomorrow. It's Annie Kendrick's directorial debut.
Man, I really wanted to do Brothers, but then I forgot we did promise him. Remind me of it tomorrow. All right. Yeah, I'm ready to get out of here, dude.
You can find online at newsandsucks.net. We're at facebook.com/newsandsucks podcast. We're on w2mnet.com, w2mnet. You'll find us there on with a bunch of really cool podcasts. We're on X, MTS Podcast, on Instagram, MTS Podcast. We have stickers. If you guys want a sticker, message us on any of the socials, and we'll get this way. This should go on your way. Don't because I can't look at your profile from a thing. It doesn't let me do that. But contact us and I'll send it your way free of charge. Go to Patreon.com/Movies Don't Suck. Go to Bonfire.com/Movies Don't Suck podcast, and go to Blackwood That's Productions and TeePublic. You'll find shirts and stuff there. If you got whatever you find passion movies don't suck, something to do, like subscribe, all that shit that they say to do on the internet. Whatever your small businesses.
If you got a small business, let us know. We'll be more happy to advertise them to our thousands of listeners, our millions of followers right here at Movies Don't Suck and Some to Do.
All right. You ready to get out of here? I'm going to lay down. Take a hot drop too. All right.
That's another episode of Movies Don't Suck and Some Do. My name's Neil.
I'm Chris.
And remember, guys, no matter how many times in life you put in that old VHS looking for that show, that movie that you want to watch, remember, Art the Clown is right behind you, and he's probably going to kill you with your own leg. Have a good night. Thank you for all the people that are watching today. Yes, it's a little short one today because Chris is not feeling well. I'm not feeling the best, even though I'm still going to go to Metro Max Retro Pub in the center and do horror movie trivia. But thank you guys very much.